My stomach's been doing the rumbly since I got off of work. But before I get something to eat, I got a little unboxing video. Greetings, comrades. This is Navigator Caleb, back with another unboxing video. And let me fetch something real quick. Now, if you know, earlier last week, I got myself one of these, the 8BitDo M30 controller for the Xbox. And I mainly got this to play fighting games on the Xbox, of course, as well as a PC. And what I used so far, it's pretty solid. I played Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8 with this thing. Really solid controller, especially for the price. It was like 30 bucks when I got it. Though when I see it on Amazon, the Xbox version's in limited quantities. So if you're planning to get one for the Xbox, do it now. There's no telling how long it's going to be in stock. Maybe we'll get one on the way, I'm not sure. But yeah, been using this for a while, at least since I got it. And pretty decent controller for fighting games, I'm not going to lie. And for retro games as well. Though there's a few other fightpad controllers for the consoles. I know this one here, I've heard some mixed things about it, but I figured I'd give it a try. It's actually a newer version of like an older controller from these guys. And in case you're wondering, the brand is Hori, which I have a few of their products. I have their split pads for the Switch. Decent enough, but there are better options. And I also have their Steam controller, which I bought off eBay a while back. Again, decent controller, but leaves a lot to be desired in my opinion. Though I try to give it another shot with this controller here, specifically for fighting games. This is the Fighting Commander OCTA for the Xbox Series X and S, and as you can see, it is a controller made for fighting games. You can tell by the lack of the right thumbstick. Though there is another version for the PC that does have the additional thumbstick that's made for like navigating menus, like doing the creative fires, stuff like that. Which, yeah, that's the thing about this. When I was playing Tekken 8, I was trying to customize one of my characters and realized only had one D-pad to work with, no other joystick to move the camera around a bit. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. As maybe if you're actually playing the fighting games. And this, you can see, has the same aesthetics here. You got the 6-button layout, you got the multi-directional D-pad, and usual stuff. You still have the thumbstick, but this has the 8-directional ring, so it's true down, true up, true right, stuff like that. And yeah, now I have heard some mixed things about this controller, mainly about the build quality and the D-pad. The D-pad sometimes feels a little iffy, sometimes it's unresponsive. Won't know until I try it out myself. And as for the build quality, you know, it's Hori. You know, their products are exactly the highest grade quality out there. You want something higher quality, get yourself a actual arcade stick if you have the expendable money for it, which these days not a lot of people do. Anyway, so we got a little close up of the top here, some really huge triggers, which I imagine won't be using that much in fighting games, since you know you have these two buttons right here, and you're not really going to be using the left trigger and left bumper in fighting games that much, unless you're playing an old school like Mortal Kombat, where remember instead of holding back to block, you held like one of the shoulder buttons. Yep, that's what we dealt with back in the day. Anyway, Fighting Commander OCTA, platform Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Windows. Yep. Adjust the input sensitivity of each direction, 6-button layout optimal for fighting games, durable and accurate micro switch buttons. Yeah, that's one of the selling points of the controller, micro switches, which a lot of the high-end controllers do. Like the Victrix Pro BFG, which has a fight pad, that uses micro switches, and they're solid enough. You get the 8-gate analog stick for precise input, convenient onboard headset audio mic controls. You can swap the L and R stick functions, so I guess if you are navigating menus and stuff like that, you can do that. Customize settings, a companion app, which I may or may not use. Easily switch between 4 profiles, okay? Included one controller. Cable length, 9.8 feet. That's a pretty good length for a cord. These days, even 6 feet is a bit too short. Like, especially for like me, you have a large TV, we need to be a good distance away from it. So 10 feet, definitely an adequate cable length. Yeah, I pretty much bought this primarily for fighting games, as you can tell. This is a fighting controller. Now, Hori did make fight pads in the past, and they generally been pretty solid back then, though good luck getting an actual original Fighting Commander 4, even an original Fighting Commander, they fetch a pretty penny. So, yeah. So for us peasants, us, us frugal people, this is our best option. Well, this is also a great option. But yeah, let's go and, yeah, no knife this time, so it's just a little piece of tape. Oh yeah, one more thing. I also have one more small package coming tomorrow, but it's just a couple of thumbsticks, USB flash drives, but the ones I have, I use a lot. They're still good, but these are a little higher capacity. I'm surprised how affordable thumb drives are these days. Like the 120 gigabyte flash drive, just $12 on Amazon, and from a name brand too, SanDisk. So yeah, I also got a larger capacity one for like $40, like 512 gigs. It's overkill, but hey, you never know. All right, so here it is. There's the controller. There's your. So if you don't know how to set up a controller, then you should probably not be touching the controller in the first place. And that's it. Pretty uneventful unboxing here. But let's see. Unwrap this here. And here it is, the Fighting Commander OCTA. And yeah, I can see the place here. It does feel pretty light in the hands, but I felt a lot worse. And anyway, here's the. Ooh, this. Yeah, this comes a little stiff. But I think that's intentional because maybe it is. I'm not sure. I won't know until I try it out. But anyway, yeah, this feels like again the 8 directional gate here. Here's a D-pad, which feels okay. No, again, I felt worse. Get your traditional Xbox guy button and all that stuff. And now the buttons here. Ooh, nice click. Oh yeah, definitely a nice step up from the AORUS. This is just regular membranes. Still responsive though, but this fighting games when response time is paramount, micro switches are your friend. Okay, so guessing that's the profile button. There's a mic mute button. There's a headset button. There's your audio jack. Okay. There's your. Okay, these feel pretty good. Not used to such oversized triggers though. These are more like bumpers and triggers because they don't really look like triggers. They look like extra bumpers, which I guess makes sense, And here's the wire. Yeah, it's permanently attached to the controller, so yeah, that might bother some people, but you can disconnect it through here. No, yeah, through here. Yeah, the cable's permanently fixed, but you can disconnect it through here. Just plug it into a USB port and then do it that way. Okay, one thing, it doesn't have notches on the top to let you know where to align the cable, so that's something. Oh, down here. Okay, they just put it upside down. Or maybe this is the right side, I don't know. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Well, I am, but you get the point. Yeah, it really feels like a nice solid cable. It's not braided, so take that for what you will. And again, almost 10-foot cable. Definitely nice, especially if you're playing on consoles. But on the PC, yeah, that controller is going to be, that wire is going to be dragging a bit. So yeah, I don't think they make wireless versions of this. So yeah, take that for what you will. But yeah, it does feel pretty good in the hands. This will be better for long PlayStation compared to the M30 here, which yeah, still nice in the hands, but playing like a long Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6 session, yeah, that might rest your hands for a while. But this is definitely more for longer PlayStation. I do wish there was a little rubber gripping on the bottom here. Yeah, definitely try this out later today, see how it is. So that is the Fighting Commander OCTA from Hori. They're making a new Fighting Commander controller for the PS5, but it's like $100. It looks a little bigger than this, and you know, it's supposed to be better quality, but we won't know until we see the reviews. It's not going to come out until later in the month. Anyway, this is I'm going to get up, signing out. Have a good day.